Don't skip any part of this video because I'm going to be teaching you how to overcome problems with your sensitivity, your aim, your movement, and your backslide. So make sure you watch this video till the end. Don't skip. Now, if you go to your settings, you'll see that there are 3 different types of sensitivity settings. You have the fixed speed, you have the distance acceleration, and you have the speed acceleration. Now, I'll advise you to use fixed speed if you're a new player because it keeps all your movements consistent. No matter how fast you swipe your finger on your screen, your swiping is going to remain at the same speed and it's going to give you a consistent experience. Using distance acceleration or speed acceleration as a new player who is trying to learn the game is not really advisable, so use fixed speed. Now, you're going to hop into your training room and you're going to point whatever gun you have at this particular structure here. And then you're going to try and trace this structure throughout its whole perimeter. So you're going to try and trace all the edges, try and draw the structure, draw the rectangular structure of this particular object. If you're not able to do this, you have to go into your settings and adjust your ADS sensitivity. If you're able to do this, you don't need to adjust that. Now, based on what I said, you're going to go to sensitivity and you're going to go to camera sensitivity, right? When you get to camera sensitivity, you adjust your ADS sensitivity. Adjust it according to how well you are able to trace that structure. If it's going too far, you reduce it. If it's going too near, you increase it. Now for your movement, go and stand on this structure that looks like a ladder and swipe once on your screen the way you would normally swipe if you want to turn. If your character doesn't face the exact opposite of where he was facing before, which is his back, you go into your settings and you adjust your third person sensitivity under camera sensitivity. So as you can see, it's around the same value as my ADS sensitivity, 170 to 165. Make sure they are around the same value. I'm using 165 because that's okay for me. The reason it's important for him to face the exact opposite direction of where he was facing before is so that you can perfectly be able to perform a backslide, which I'm going to be teaching you right now. Now, go into your settings and make sure you enable the tap crouch while sprinting to slide while you are running. And speaking of sprinting, make sure you have enabled this option called always sprint as well, and the sensitivity should be at 100%. Now, make sure you find this slide hint and enable it as well. Now, for some bonus settings, make sure you set your ADS to tap and hold to ADS. This will help you with quick scoping. And then make sure you set your FOV to around 70 or 75, anyone you want, but 70 or 75 is good. Now, Call of Duty Mobile made it so easy for us to backslide. You have to make use of your crouch button. Now, while you are running, you swipe left on your crouch button. When you swipe left on your crouch button, you find out that you are able to backslide very, very easily. Don't listen to anybody telling you this is not a backslide. They don't know what they are talking about and they are just bots. One of the first movements you should be mastering as a new player is the ability to slide and jump and face your enemy. You have to practice sliding in the left direction, jumping and facing your enemy, or sliding in the right direction, jumping and facing your enemy, so you can pull off a combination where you slide, jump, and then you shoot your enemy. Another movement you should also practice is wall slide. You should be able to slide off of a wall like this and be able to shoot an enemy after you slide off of the wall. So practice this movement in your training ground. Make sure you do this wall slide multiple times a day, preferably before you enter any match so your aim can be sharp, as you can see. And practice weapon switching while you are doing the wall slide. Practice shooting enemies while you are wall sliding. Practice weapon switching. Overall, it's going to help you become a much better player than you were before. Now, all this movement means nothing if your aim is not good. So you have to work on your aim. What I'm showing you now is your crosshair. This circle right here is your crosshair, which is where your gun faces when you point it at an enemy. So you're going to go into your settings and you're going to adjust some specific settings to make sure that your crosshair is always aligned at the enemy. You adjust your vertical turning sensitivity so that your crosshair doesn't go above or below the enemy too much. Now, don't tell anyone I told you this, but go into your basic settings and turn down all these settings down to 0. Is a secret hack to achieve those alloy beams you've been hearing about, or tier 1 beams. Now, just go into your training mode and practice shooting enemies, practice jumping, sliding, backsliding, practice everything I've taught you, and shoot enemies. Just keep doing it for about 10 to 20 minutes and you will get used to it. I'm very, very sure. And of course, don't focus on only your shotgun. Also make use of your assault rifle and try and shoot enemies, multiple enemies in a row. Try and shoot them. Even try and turn off your aim assist so that you can see how good your aim is without the aim assist. Just keep practicing it. Make sure you don't use only shotgun all the time because it's going to nerf your assault rifle skills. Try and aim for the head. Always go for headshots because that kills the enemies faster. Just try apply all the basic movements that I've taught you and put it into your movement, put it into your gameplay, and you see improvement to your gameplay for sure. One thing pro players do is using guns that have a high recoil with no aim assist. So when you practice this consistently, your aim is going to get better. So when you use a gun like AK-117 that has a low recoil and a very stable fire rate, you're going to see great improvement in your gameplay. Now in my next video, I'll be teaching you how to flick your shotgun to create all those cinematic shots and cinematic flicks that you see from Kira, Broken, Flexing, and all those content creators. Now I know most of you want to skip this part, but after enjoying my video and getting value from it, getting knowledge from it, you still don't follow me, and it's really not fair because I put a lot of work and a lot of effort into making this video for you guys to get better at the game. Late last year I was at around 15.7k followers, almost 16,000 followers, but TikTok kept removing my followers or deleting them. I don't know if it's inactive or bot accounts they are deleting, but my followers have reduced to the point where it went from 15.7k down to 15.3, down to 15.1, and now it's even about to enter 14.9, and I really don't want that to happen, guys. When I was invited to the official Call of Duty Mobile Streamers University or Creators College to be taught by famous content creators like King Plays, Prime, and even iFerg and Bobby Plays, and I was alongside other content creators that are known in Nigeria such as One Shade, FBI Dave, Queen of Venus. I gained a lot of followers. I gained hundreds of followers during the Creators College, but for some reason, TikTok keeps removing my followers. I don't know if it's removing bot accounts or whatever. So guys, if you are watching in the thousands, please also follow in the thousands, guys. Please help me get back on track so I can keep making videos for you guys. Because if I'm seeing my followers reducing, it's affecting me psychologically and it's really, really stressful. So guys, thank you for watching. I'll see y'all in the next video.